All right, I think we're live. Good morning, guys. Welcome to this Thursday here. It's 9:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, I was watching the market and I was like, my God, it is so slow today. And I was doing a trade on KOSS. The first one worked perfectly. The second one, I gave back all the profits from the first one. And that's pretty much how my whole morning's been. I'm pretty much at a break even here, up $70. But I was up 200, I gave it back. I was up 300, I gave it back. And now it's just like, I can't move forward today. We're just not getting the opportunities, which is totally fine. It's just been a slow day here, and it is what it is. Yeah, Tuesday was quite the insanity. I gotta say. Let's see. Actually, go to our IRA account. We recovered quite a bit. To think that our cash account or our swing trade account dropped about $5,000, and then we almost fully revived it. That's pretty good. Check this guys out. This is hilarious here. Let me increase the screen size. Dated yesterday at 2 p.m. Here we go. I didn't know I had this many violations already. Restrictions due to good faith violation in your cash account, whatever, it's my cash account, it's not a big deal. We are contacting you because you had a good faith funding violation in your account yesterday. Since this is the third violation in a rolling 12-month period, that's not even that many violations. Your account will be restricted to settled cash only. This is what I was saying on Tuesday. I don't care if I get a violation because this is the time to use unsettled cash. This is it. So I don't regret it at all. And I even said this was probably going to happen. I thought I had one extra. I didn't think I was at 3. I thought I was only at 1. Or I didn't think I was at 2. I thought I was at 1. So I thought that I was going to get away with it. But whatever, I was at 2. This was on IPOE. And I'm so happy on how we treated IPOE. So let's quickly go to IPOE, and I'll tell you right now, I don't regret it at all. We had we closed this one out near the highs of the bounce. This was a red trade, but we were able to close it out, our swing trade. And then I started accumulating more and more on this one on the way down, and then we had a great bottom bounce on here, and now I'm looking to accumulate IPOE again. So I absolutely do not regret what happened. Let's keep reading here. This means you'll only be able to buy securities if you have enough settled cash in your account before placing a trade. Okay, well that's fine. 48 hours, we pretty much know that. This will be effective for 90 calendar days before I'm allowed to break the rule again. What is a good faith violation? A good faith violation occurs when you buy a security in a cash account, then sell it before paying the initial purchase in full with settled funds. That's also why I did not have buying power anymore sometime Tuesday. All those funds pretty much dried up. Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. The Federal Reserve Board's Regulation T requires that either a cash account has a sufficient settled funds to make a purchase, or TD Ameritrade accepts in good faith that the client will make full cash payment for a security or asset before selling it. Of course, it's a Roth IRA. That cash is not going anywhere. But I think there's only a matter of time till they remove the good faith violation. Not the 48-hour settling period. It's total nonsense, and it's a big reason for the GME saga. It's a big reason that Citadel and all these other companies, Robinhood included, didn't have enough funds available because they had to float billions of dollars because of this 48-hour hold. So it's just it's a disaster. It doesn't really make that much sense, but it's being looked into. If you guys were hearing the trials, that was a big topic. Let's keep going here. So what happened here in this instance, you purchased IPOE with unsettled funds because I sold it and then I bought it back on the dip. We accept that purchase in good faith that you will make full cash payment for the security before selling it. However, the security was then sold, and that's where I did the violation, before the funds from your original purchase has settled. It's always a little bit hard to figure out, am I breaking a violation? It's very unclear. You would have to do some hardcore accounting in a Google spreadsheet, I think, to figure that out. So that's also lack of transparency on the broker's end as well. I should know exactly how many funds I have before I break this. Let's see. In the best way to avoid future good faith violations, to avoid trading patterns that would lead to one. Well, okay, day trading, right? For example, of trading patterns that create cash account violations, blah, blah, blah. That's why we have a margin account. Good faith funding does not apply to margin accounts. Obviously, we do know that. That's why we use a margin account for day trading. Nothing super new here. I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it looks like when you get a good faith violation. I just want to kind of, obviously be transparent, but also just show you guys, document it even for myself in case I wanted to go back. Well, for me, I can read the email, but, in case anyone does want to see what it looks like, that's it. Nothing really too glamorous there. So I'll close that for now. What else we got going on here? Nice life. I see that 3K, man. Good for you, man. Glenn says, yesterday was my first red day in 2 weeks. That's pretty good. Oh, okay, so Josh says it gives me a warning beforehand. I must have not seen that warning. It was a frantic Tuesday. I don't regret it. I'm sure there's got to be a safeguard in place. Maybe cash available for trading or something like that. I don't know. It's usually something I don't really run into too much because we use our margin account. But yeah, it is what it is. In terms of day trading today, man, it is just not what I was hoping for. We're having KOSS and GME as some of the two big league gappers here, and both of which I have been avoiding to trade. I don't know. I don't trust either of these tickers. I feel like if I was the company, I'd be doing offerings until my price was back to normal. I almost don't even see why they don't do that. I don't know. To me, it's just not really a place I want to be. KOSS, I've traded this the most. I am the most up on KOSS, but only $140. So, everything so far has been a little bit scratch central for me. KOSS had a really nice open at 7, though. We had a great move into 7. We had a nice open. We had a pullback. We had another pullback. We had a very kind of sketchy pullback here. But technically, there was 1, 2, maybe even 3 setups for this one if you, really wanted to get aggressive. I'm not a big fan of trading the 7 a.m. open. I'll trade like 7:02, 7:03, but I don't know. I wasn't really in my game here, so I missed all these moves, which in the end is kind of unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is. Can't go back there. Oh, KOS is popping again here. Let's actually check it out. And by the way, in case anyone's wondering what's going on with KOSS, I did not save this. Save. I keep forgetting to save it, so I apologize for that if anyone's looking at it. USA Consumer Electronics, 2 million float, really nice. Yeah, KOSS stock surged thanks to Reddit. This is one of those classic Reddit tickers, so I don't know. It's a little bit all over the place in both directions. Also, some of you guys probably noticed this. They're like, oh my God, Alex, thank you so much for changing this. I know there's been a few kind of people in here upset. I used to have hollow candles, at least hollow green, but full red. I'm not even actually sure why. I did make all my candles full, and I changed the green volume to match the green color up here. So everything's matching now. Before, I never really realized it, which is funny because, I've had it like that for, years. But everything had different colors, and some were randomly unhollows. There's no reason behind, there's no method to the madness. It was just inconsistent. I don't know why. Part of me got super used to it, and then, when you look at something every day, you don't realize that it's, weird. But yeah, so I did change that. Oh, Josh says it doesn't give you a warning. Okay, yeah, I don't remember seeing one, but I also wouldn't be surprised if I just clicked exit or something like that. KOS is popping here. Can you move money from a cash account to a March account? Of course, Esmil, definitely. Obviously, I can't really because, well, I could, but it's a Roth IRA account, so I can't really withdraw the money from that account unless I want to pay a fat daddy penalty tax for that. Ooh, hold on one sec. All right. KOSS making moves. Again, I'm not super stoked about these. TOS default is hollow green. So yeah, by default it was hollow green, and it looks like I never touched it from there. So this could be a move. We are on our third stair here, and the last stair didn't really hold its highs. You can see on the 5 minute a bit more. I'm a little bit nervous what we're going to get out of KOSS. I think there could be a big fake out here leading into the market open, but I'm just going to watch it a little bit more. We do have some nice volume ramping up here. Is your notifications. Okay, fair enough. I could turn all of my notifications off, or I could turn my desktop audio off. But I know I've actually asked that before, and a lot of people said they would rather me keep my desktop audio on. I mean, like if I enter a trade or something like that, then you guys wouldn't know, obviously. What's the main trading platform I use? Well, obviously the one you guys see here, TOS from TD, but I use several trading platforms. Yeah, Josh, it's just in the settings here. Yeah, look at this pullback here. And then you go to appearance, fill up, hollow. It's all very simple stuff. For the volume, you got to go to edit studies, and the mixed volume is down here. That's a little different. Ross is up 100K already today. I'm actually kind of surprised. Maybe he was trading at 4, starting at 4, because there was some good moves. Yeah, in terms of GME, I mean, really nice price action. I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't want to be trading these tickers, but hey, this is where the energy is today. AMC's got a lot of resistance here at 11, but at the same time, you can't deny that 4 hour, we got a great bull flag here, so there could be a breakout, maybe even a run to the 15s or so. I'm so surprised that GME had such a strong dead cat bounce. I mean, 600% was not something I was expecting. But hey, it's holding this low here around 44 very, very well. So that would have been a good indicator that, okay, maybe we have something here. Maybe this is something that is actually worth trading or accumulating. But I don't know. This is just a bunch of dead cat bounces in my eyes. Oh yeah, Jason, how's that going? I traded off a single screen for quite some time. By the way, guys, I got some quite big news I haven't told anybody, but you'll figure out next week. Oh boy. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw the post, but let me quickly go here to the dashboard. Trade Journal had a big, huge update, guys. Here on Twitter, you can see it on the Trade Journal Twitter. Big news. We added, add your trades now super fast view the import wizard, review each trade manually or auto match them all. Either way, spend less time matching and more time studying. So if you go over here, and we've been debugging this for weeks and even longer, but the latest version about 4 weeks of debugging. And you can pretty much go here. I don't know how good you guys can see this. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can, once you import your entries from whatever broker you're using, you can go, this wizard will auto match the entries, create a trade, and you can match it and then go to the next one. You can also just put in simple information here and then just match all, and all that information will be with it. And then you have the summary. You can obviously go back and forth. That was a that was a big hassle to try to figure out how to do. But yeah, all this is done, ready to go. And I'm not gonna lie, it saves me, 2 hours on some of the big days of documenting trades. So this is huge. Now I'm just, I finished documenting my trades pretty quickly, but I have more time to put that same energy into studying the trades, which is amazing. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, definitely go ahead and do so. If you go to the import, you can then go to obviously import new trades here, import new entries, and then here's the examples. There's a video on it as well, and then you can use the wizard when you have your entries. So, and if you guys do like the bull behind me, I'm just going to show it because you guys won't see it in a few days, and I'll tell you why. Actually, you'll know why. You'll figure that out naturally. But anyway, this bull, if you guys want to get it, the print version, let me show you guys how. The version that I have, if you guys go to tradejournal.co/connect, it's the link you find pretty much that first video description below. I feel like I've never done so much like random discussion here, so much pre-market, but you can see it here, Tulip Mania of 1637, the Wall Street Bull, and then 10% off with Alex Winkler. So if you guys are interested in that, that's how to get it. Okay, well let's get back on topic here. I know that was a little bit all over the place, but kind of exciting stuff going on, and pre-market just isn't really speaking to me, so not too interested. Red approves, is wondering if there's going to be a bear version available in the future. Maybe I'll have to tell my mom. I'll be like, wir brauchen ein Bär. She'll get something whipped up. Update on the t-shirts, nothing new yet. I'm brainstorming a little bit more. Good news there on the t-shirt front though as well. If you guys go to store.tradejournal.co, I got a few ideas lined up from all of you guys that were contributing ideas. There is a new shirt idea right here that is out. If you guys, I don't know if you guys like this one. I'm definitely going to order one of these for myself. 2020 made me do it. So if anyone was, in lockdown and they decided to start trading, this is the shirt for you. Or whatever. I think it's a multi-relevant shirt. And then we got, what else we got here? Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. And then this is actually new. I haven't ordered this one to myself yet either, but I want to get on this one. Do you even journal? There we go, for Trade Journal. All right. Enough distractions here. Let's get back to the markets. And actually, GME's doing something, but again, I'm not a big fan. I don't really trust it, but it has a fast rate of change. And that's arguably my favorite part about GME at the moment. Why do we not have a Zoom call? I'm not sure. I see a lot of people are very stoked about the import wizard. There's a lot of speculation going on here. I proposed another haircut, a baby. You guys are all over the place. Ay. You'll probably find out on Monday. I don't know. It's not like anything too crazy. So. All right, I'm getting so sidetracked here. Let's very quickly go through the news. Looks like a few tickers are popping up right now. Where is the news? Right here. Oh, actually, one last thing I wanted to talk about. One sec. So Josh from the stream, from the community here, brought to my attention this change.org here, this petition to eliminate or reduce the pattern day trader rule. I went ahead and signed that this morning. I want to look into it a little bit more, and I want to see if I can get in contact with the person who put it together. And if it all makes a little bit more sense to me, we could start talking about it a little bit more on the channel, and I'll see how much we can advertise it here for everyone. See if we can get more signatures on this one. Looks like there's 3.5 thousand signatures, and they want to get to 5,000. I'm not totally sure what happens when they get to 5,000. So to me, I can't really talk too much about it, but I will link it. I will definitely link it. Let me see. Take next step. And obviously you guys can, I will definitely throw some cash towards it as well, but I want to figure out, I want to learn more about it as well. So I'll go ahead and put that into the news right next to my good faith violation that I got. Yeah, but otherwise, nothing really too new here that I'm seeing. I was going through the news earlier today, and I wouldn't say anything was popping up that I felt like was kind of worth for us to be discussing. Corona cases, you can see here, the vaccines are definitely helping. Death among nursing home residents is falling steeply, so that's really, really good to see that. California has passed the 50,000 death mark, the most in any state. That's kind of big news as well. I don't know. Cases are going down. That's good to see that. GameStop here making news though. So it is the fact that these kind of tickers are making headlines and the top searches on Google is pretty big news. Like, that is definitely something we can't undervalue. So those are the tickers that everyone's watching right now, which in my eyes is a little bit disappointing. I feel like it's a lot of kind of wasted energy, and it's just a giant dead cat bounce, and it's sketchy trading it. There's really no rhythm or rhyme to the whole madness. So I'm not like crazy about it. Obviously, if you're in a groove with them, all hats off and go for it. But for me personally, it's a little bit more of a liability, those tickers. See what CNN says here. 5 questions answered. How soon will early as next week? That's really good. Where will people get this one? That depends on where you live. Vaccine, get that depends. Get the first vaccine you can get. How long do I have to wait for protection for the shot? It takes a few weeks to build up immunity after a vaccine. I actually didn't know that. Favorable safety profile, really good. All right, so a little bit of update there across the board. Another 2.5 minutes before the market opens. I'm not going to forget time of force this time. I can't believe last time I forgot it, and it probably cost me a few $100. It's hard to say what could have happened. Maybe I would have got hit the perfect low as a market, but that stop was pretty nasty. New sponsorship, give us a clue. Twins, guys, it's not too big of a deal. I'm not, am I moving? Well, you guys know I have a few, locations, so that's like, if I was like very fixated as a resident, it'd be a little different. Yeah, VWAP, that definitely probably happens to a lot of people. All right, there's a lot of speculation here. There's more speculation than on GME. What's up, Carmelo? Good to see you again. Appreciate the shout out. All right, guys, another minute here before the market opens. I don't know about you, but my fingers are tied. I've been worried about some sort of massive sell-off with KOSS and GME, even DYNT. So I'm just kind of sitting here, and we'll see how aggressive we're gonna get. But I don't know. Yesterday, I only did one trade after the market opened. It was I almost cried. I mean, there's a lot of sitting and waiting around. No fish oil today, Alex. Actually, no. I gotta get some. Oh, cruiser. Bull stickers. I'll keep that in mind. It's a good idea. Hopefully, Michael. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. That is... all right, DYNT, I got 2,000 shares ready to go on my second screen, and KOSS, I got 200 shares ready to go. Both of these would be half size until we, get more aggressive. I do like DYNT a little bit. I don't like how much they sold off, so here we go, guys. Good luck, everyone. Oh no, life. That's not what we want to hear, man. Open the casino. KOSS, little sell-off here. We got bigger support around 30. We'll see how low it goes. Jan popping up here. This is kind of interesting. Huge sell-off not too long ago, though. This could just be a big dead cat bounce into former bag holders that are ready to dump on this one. A lot of sell volume overall. I don't know. I'd definitely be a bit careful. DYNT looks like it's having that bounce off the lows that we were kind of potentially getting interested in ourselves. It did have a 40% pullback. I'm usually not looking to get aggressive on tickers that sell off more than 30% from pre-market highs. DYNT clearly selling off much more than that, but sometimes you get great bottom bounces. I will keep watching this one. Again, not sure if I'll get aggressive. So today is really just mostly about being super patient. We'll see what happens. KOS has sold off to 29.80 roughly. Instantly bouncing back up though. 9% move, pretty nice. Nice recovery on KOSS. Much better than I would have expected. DYNT is really the only one with actual news. Let's go to Wall Street Bets and see what kind of exciting posts they're making. DYNT, possible break of 2.5. I kind of like what I'm seeing here. KOSS was a great move on it. Just can't really get behind this one. Oh God, it's just too good. Just too good. I'm watching DYNT on my second screen. I'm thinking possible entry for a break over 2.5. Well, that was a coulda, shoulda, woulda moment. Nice move there. This is a time using hotkeys to trade DYNT is a little bit more convenient because of the extended decimal places. I zoomed out on my second screen, so I could still use the ladder. But sometimes the decimal places still get unaligned because you can only go 2 decimal places. Otherwise, your order is going to get rejected. So if you use join the bid, join the ask, or your hotkeys, it's going to be a little easier to fill this one. ASLN being called out. Oh, really not too big of a fan of ASLN. Very light volume. I would be mindful that that ticker is a bit nasty. GME is obviously leading the pack with 2.8 billion being traded. It looks like it got halted here at 33.39, so it's going to open up at 38. We got KOSS falling off a cliff as well. We got DYNT looking like it's finally going to break that 2.5 zone, so that's kind of interesting. Good volume there overall. I gotta say, sell volume lighter. So it looks like it's going to definitely. Oh, there's a break over 2.5. Seems to be the primary gappers. JAN is kind of looking interesting. They have a sale of a legacy unit for $25 million for a $29 million company. That's pretty big news. Kind of like what I'm seeing on that ticker. I don't really like how it has performed since the open. A lot of resistance above on it as well. Any back holder is going to be using this opportunity to abandon ship. It's not a nice day, guys. Might even focus on managing our swing trade portfolio a little bit. We could review that. I think we managed it a little bit. Let's see. I think we have a difference in here. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I'm long a interesting ticker that we talked about yesterday, Upwork. Let's actually talk about that now. I went long with not a full size, but I went long on this one at 54.73. Unfortunately, it did keep on selling off. I like the bottom here. I would probably consider going in a little bit more. So I got my eyes on this ticker for sure. Would probably go in with another 8. Not even sure how many shares we have still available. Yeah, this would put me actually in the negative, so we don't really have many shares available anymore. But I could close out some limit orders that are pending. So yeah, Upwork, they're up on big earnings. No surprise there, so I really like that. I use the company myself, and I have a pretty pleasant experience with them. Definitely a big Corona stock winner. But I think it has some upside here, especially after the great earnings. SFT, QS, yeah, I mean nothing too interesting. I'm hoping we're going to start selling off a little bit more again, and then I would like to jump in. I have about like 9,000 to allocate for swing trades, so we're ready to go. We're ready to get filled. Yeah, a lot of kind of pending orders right now in my swing portfolio. Overall, it is up, 1,300 again. It's just, not a lot of size at the moment. GME is going to open up here in 30 seconds. Should be kind of a interesting open, probably more of a disaster than anything. Let's see what happens. No, I'm not cruiser. I'm not swing trading WKHS workhorse. But I think if it does sell, I mean, that dip was pretty strong with the USPS loss contract. So it's going to have a dead cat bounce at 1.2. Here we go. Open on GME. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh, it's not opening, guys. Could be a 10-minute hold. Nope, there it goes. Woo! That candle just flew up here 8% before slamming back down. Buyers are there. Not a lot. Still primarily selling. Oh, no, okay. No, really. GME is a hectic ticker. Sounds tasty, calm down. Big move there on GME. I would be quite worried for another sell-off. That's what I was talking about last time. Right now, this could just be a little bit of a flag. I don't know. I would probably be more nervous here than anything else. That was a 47% bounce, so there's a good chance Workhorse might have another sell-off. I don't think. I still think it's quite overextended. Another slow morning here for me. Not really much I can do unless I want to really kind of be playing the lottery a little bit. So I'm just kind of sitting here. RV, LV, nice little rally here. $50 million volume's light, but sometimes that's all you get. Price target increased to 47 from 42. Well, boom, it's already at 51, so. Wow, that all happened really quick. So after their earnings came out, price target increased. Well, it's gonna have a hard time going higher than this. That was a great move. I don't know if I want to keep trading it or trade it at all. GME with a massive flush to the downside. Yeah, I mean, oh, what are you gonna do today, you know? I'm gonna watch DYNT a little bit closer. Just does feel like, you know, there's a chance there could be some dip buying on DYNT. Express halted. Express would have been a great swing to hold, huh? We were buying this one sub dollar, went up 3,000%. I had zero expectations for that kind of move. You know, who would have guessed it would have became a Reddit stock? But you know, we were right about the entry, but our execution was way too early. It's a good move there. Halted, open up at 44.56, we got time. No one bought long on DYNT. I think buying dips on DYNT could be a reasonable strategy today, but I wouldn't look for home run trades. I'd be taking very quick base hits. Because sometimes all you can squeeze out of DYNT is maybe 2%, and then you're risking sometimes a 5-6% sell off. So it's negative risk reward. But if you're very quick, it could be worthwhile. RVLV, obviously topping out here. EBON is actually kind of interesting. If you look at EBON on a 5-minute, great pullbacks, a little bit flushy. They have the news, $55 million volume, pretty good. $1.2 billion company, 140 million market. Shares outstanding. Yeah, it's not a bread and butter, that's for sure. Selling off here a little bit. 5-minute definitely was extended. Kind of letting that be known. I like the tight spread on it. It looks tricky to trade. That's for sure. Corey says EBON might be on the backside. Could be, but 5-minute there's still potential. Express is, I find like it's going to be kind of a dead cat bounce as well. It's going to open up really any moment. Let's see what happens here. That was a really delayed open. I love trading SCKT, but today I haven't really been at first seeing the moves that I was hoping for. Do they have more catalysts today? Quarterlies. Still a huge run on it. Could be a possibility on SCKT. Let's watch it here. It's holding. Not sure it's going to go much lower here. Possible break of 50. Long. Small size. It's not holding that well, that's for sure. See, watch it here. Could be an average down. No. Closing that pullback was too strong for me to play a part in. Well, looks like I could have walked out with a small profit. I'm gonna keep watching it. I think there's opportunity here. The flush was stronger than I would have liked. Yeah, I could have walked away green. Small profit, but I, could have, shoulda, woulda. Oh well, didn't work out that time. I like SCKT in general. I've had a lot of success on SCKT. Today I feel like it's a bit extended. That's why I was very quick to cut my losses. But I'm gonna keep an eye on it for sure. Good call out, I think. Good, I use small size on it. Express having big issues there at 4. GME. I don't think there's any way I'd be trading GME. KOSS, big sell-off there. I don't know, no surprise. DYNT had a great bounce there. I was kind of hoping it would sell off a little bit more before I got long on it. In total, it hasn't really sold off that much from the open, so this ticker could definitely be in play here. I still have it on my second screen. This is the one I'm watching the closest, but I have yet to see that setup that's, you know, getting me super stoked. So that's the only thing holding me at bay right now. Actually, right now it's actually looking like a good setup here. A little bit of a dip. You want to be really careful trading pullbacks on a backside move, especially when you're below VWAP. This is definitely a pattern that is not ideal. I've been skunked on a lot. So DYNT is, you know, it's interesting. It's on my watch list, but it's not something I'm looking to actively trade at the moment. I don't know. It could change any second, though. You know, it really depends. GMBL. Rising on a Citron Capital research report. Obviously, it has upside here to about 30. Figure midterm resistance right around 25. Yeah, Corey, that's how I feel. I'm like, darn you, GME, for messing up the small caps. I got shaken out way too quick on SCKT. Good move there. Congrats to anyone that nailed that one. That was a bit unfortunate. Could have walked away with easy profits on that. $135 loss for no reason, I would probably argue. DYNT is tough to trade, I feel like, right now, so. GMBL is really the one. GMBLY. It's generating quite a good amount of interest. I had a few fake outs here at 23, above 23, so I'm being kind of nervous and just trying to be patient on that one. I feel like is the way to go. $300 market caps, no joke. 7 million float though is really nice. They don't have the report here, but basically today's the 25th with the Citron. GMBL could be interesting. Maybe it's going to break 2.5. Small size there, GMBL 2.5. First time trading this ticker today. Gonna take small profits there. I don't know what this ticker is gonna do. Sometimes my first trade is just to get my feet wet. Very small trade on GMBL. Small size, small profit, 120 bucks. I don't know. Could have held it longer, but that was a nice little pop to the upside. I thought it was gonna see maybe another red candle there. So I sold too soon, but can't complain. Corey's long Ebon. Josh is too tied into swing trades. Try to divide your swing trade portfolio from your day trade portfolio. It's always very hectic when you can't trade one because of, you know, another situation. Yeah, SCKT moving real nice. It's got big resistance there at 17.5. I'm not sure how it would go about SCKT. It could keep rallying here, but at the same time, I'm too nervous for a quick move back towards 16. So I don't know if I could be buying near the highs, but you know, 5 minutes shows clear breakout. Nice. Okay, there we go. DYNT is looking interesting, I gotta say. I feel like there's big resistance here on this ticker. SCKT, there we go, got alert. DYNT tried to break like the 2.7 zone. It didn't. Big support came in, so DYNT could definitely be in play. Too many tickers, Mike. There's always so much. Nice, Corey. Take that profit and move on. Good for you, man. Great little bounce there, huh? Slow mover, but still. GME, huge bounce there off 100. KOSS, similar situation. This could be the start of maybe a reversal. SCKT, good crack there. I like the volume on SCKT a lot. As long as it makes money, right? Today's really like a wiggly day for me, so you know, if I can just walk away with like a little bit of profit, I'd probably be happy. But you know, who knows? Maybe we're gonna see a nice move at one point. Yeah, it looks like GME is halted. SCKT here going for a continuation. New hive day. Possible, yeah. There was it. There it is. I like that, Corey. SCKT is probably one of the better ones in play at the moment. DYNT is still interesting, but it's losing all volume right now, so it might be a dead one if it doesn't really start moving back to the upside soon. 2K for Ross today. That's crazy. Awesome to hear. What's he trading velocity? I'm actually quite surprised today. Just doesn't seem like a day you would really like, but maybe it's just my own bias. There goes SCKT. After a little doji candle, make us a nice pop there. I'm being a little bit not aggressive now. ASLM being called out. Bounce off of VWAP. Okay, Velocity, I see that. He's trading GME and KOSS. Yeah, I mean, those tickers are definitely the most volatile today. I like the way how fast they're moving, but I just don't like the tickers themselves, so I've been avoiding them. But yeah, I mean, if you're on the groove with them, that's what I always say, you know, go for it. Any boring, yeah, that's true. Uber's having some issues in the UK. I think that's probably why it's maybe driving some of the price, but they had such a good recovery. It's almost insane. Maybe 426. I should have been a bit more aggressive trading SCKT. This one, a lot of good opportunities there. I got kind of shaken out on this one for no reason. You know, looking back, I mean, this was pretty perfect, but I don't know. Somehow I felt like I was chasing it, but I guess I was wrong with that. Yeah, probably Alfie. I mean, if you want to trade like Ross, you got to practice, and I mean, that's clearly not the average then if you're trying to get on that level, right? So I think anyone could do it. But you have to be willing to put in the time. You got to get the right platform and so on. KOSS, beautiful move back to the upside there. Next stop, VWAP. I'm just browsing here. It's 10:01, and I've yet to really find the tickers that's paying my bills. So it's a very slow day here for me, unfortunately. KOSS, you know, really actually ended up being quite nice, but I think really only the 955 pullback would have been the one that I was looking at and would have done. So. Yeah, Corey, that could be true. I wonder about that sometimes. DYNT now down from the open, or was down from the open about 10%, almost, actually a little less than 10%. So DYNT could be in play. I'm going to keep a close eye on DYNT. Breaking back over the 9 EMA. Express, just very wicky. Just kind of just buy the wicks on the low side and sell them the first spike. Seems to be the winning strategy on Express at the moment. I'm surprised DYNT doesn't have a fixed order book yet. GMBL, big sell-off there. There's DYNT popping up. It's a beautiful thing, recovery, D-Road. Morning, David. It's going slow. There's hot tickers in play for sure, but they're not really tickers that are fitting my strategy. So I've been avoiding a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, specifically with KOSS, I would argue I think I probably could have reeled in some profits, but I was a little bit shy trading that reversal. Although it did speak to me quite nicely, so I should have got a bit more aggressive. Kind of watching DYNT again. I was thinking DYNT here could have been kind of interesting, but I don't like trading usually pullbacks under VWAP. Would have rather waited for a dip or something like that. My strategy today and my lack of wanting to go outside of the strategy today is really putting me a little bit on hold, which has been unfortunate. Sometimes I feel, like I want to trade outside a little bit more, but maybe it's because my big loss with ACIC, which was an accident, is making me be like, no, I should really only trade what I'm good at. But, how do you get better at other stuff if you don't trade it? So it's forward. DYNT is trying to crawl back up. This is the first higher high it just made. Well, did it make it? I don't even know. It's really close to potentially making it. Yeah, Glenn, I totally know what you mean. I feel like that happens to me a lot, man. Where, you're sitting around. I mean, that happened exactly on the big loss day last week, Thursday, where I was just kind of, nothing was happening. And then I was like, okay, well, here's a possible setup. And then whack, Actually, it happened to yesterday as well. Yesterday, we were up $1,300, $1,400 almost. And then boom, we lost almost $800 because, I traded a setup that wasn't ideal. But I was just kind of getting bored and impatient. To rub salt in the wound, I even said this was a bad setup before, during, and after the trade. It's kind of ridiculous. There's a short in the chat. Burn them. Yeah, I mean, looking back at SCKT, I just feel like I missed a great opportunity on that one. But at the same time, I could have traded this one all over the place. I don't know why I was so hesitant on trading SCKT. I think it's like, in my mind, we just traded it. In my mind, I also knew that, it's an engulfing candle. It's, probably doesn't have the catalyst to be running again so hard. So I felt like it was too soon. You know, probably a lot of back holders on this one. I don't know. I couldn't get super convinced about trading it, so it's unfortunate. DYNT pulling off again. I did want to trade DYNT. I'm gonna have to put freaking chopsticks in my eyes any second to keep them open. Or not chopsticks, but maybe like matchsticks. Really, Wild Boys. That's hilarious. Got a dividend on SCKT. Do they? I don't even see that they have a dividend. Are you sure? Doesn't look like they have dividends. Oh boy. Long play on PRTY. Earnings coming up. Party City makes Christmas. PRTY. Oh, Raul, you're gonna make me blush. PRTY. What do we got here? What's going on? PRTY. Oof, what a freaking bottom bounce on PRTY. What did I miss? 4,000%? You're kidding me? Oh my lord, that is insane. I don't know. This would take a lot for me to want to trade. I'm not even really sure what to comment on that. It would take a lot. This kind of reminds me of GME, or no, not GME, GM. Sorry about that. This was also kind of getting consolidating here, or not GM, hold on, GE. Jesus, I'm all over the place. This was also kind of getting squeezed. You can kind of see that squeeze that happened. We had a nice breakout there at 13. That's another 18% on that one. We were selling this one roughly at the 11s, which I don't regret because this took a couple weeks here, like 9 weeks for continuation. But if we go back to party, you can kind of see a similar situation. 9 EMA and the 180 SMA, you can see very similar situation. Let's go back to GE. Very, very similar situation. That pretty much happened right here. So PRTY, if we go back to party, yeah, there could be, you know, it might take a while and there's going to be a lot of shakeouts, probably for another week or two. But party could have a break of over 10 based on what similarities we saw with GE. So interesting call out for sure. Not a classic kind of play I would be looking for, but oh yeah, good reminder on AS Allen. Nasty securities pressure to raise proceeds. Okay, so raising cash, institutional investors. Surprised that's driving up the price so much. It's 10:13, and we're really not getting a lot of moves. Yeah, I think Apple and Tesla, you know, these are the last 2 weeks, this was the week for accumulation, further accumulation. Yeah, I apologize if I'm messing up tickers. I do stumble over my words a lot. It is it's a thing. Two seven. Yeah, I mean, probably both of us. I'm always talking like I'm half tired and sleeping or drunk, I feel like. GMBL here, back. Nice bottom bounce on this one. I would love to see a continuation on something. It is 10:14. We're pretty much at a total break even on the day. I don't know. I'm not sure. Am I going to keep trading here? Maybe. I would like to, but I'm not going to force a trade just to trade. Just kind of depressing because I feel like I'd like to. GMBL back at it again. I find GMBL kind of a tough one to trade. To me personally, the chart doesn't speak to me. It's a bit unorthodox in the patterns that are imprinted in my neural network. So it doesn't get me salivating. Good question, Wild Boys. He was in here earlier. Guys, here's a stock. It's called True. Finally something honest and transparent. True Car. I always have a very hard time trusting companies or anything that says like for example, like Happy Car. I'd be like, their support must suck. Like, I don't know what it is, but I have like an instant skeptical reaction to anything that has like a positive name in the name, positive adjective. I don't know. Maybe that's like very cynical. It's almost like Elon Musk's boring company. Now, like, that's a really actually kind of exciting company to be following. So it's like if a company made their name the exciting company, you'd be like, they would end up being like an accounting firm or something like that. I don't know. Interesting, Alfie. Great insights. I always appreciate when you guys share insights like that. Something that's, you can't really read so many articles about, firsthand experience, friends, and so on. Yeah, Jeff the 420 chef is always cooking something. He's a mischievous guy. SCKT just had a fake out here at VWAP. Anyone riding that? GMBL, guys, back at it. Keep an eye on it for sure. Bigger resistance at 315. Let's see if we can break through that. Lance, what are you doing walking in here so late? I hope you're privately trading at least. CCI being called out. Thanks, Bren. Appreciate that, man. GMBL. What are we going to get out of this one? Possible entry. Watching. GMBL. Not a lot of sell volume. Had a great recovery there. Much better recovery than I expected. Whew. I just clicked the wrong button. That's a dangerous part with hotkeys. Sometimes you click the wrong button. Nice move there on GMBL, guys. This ticker is definitely back in play. Remember, we had upside here till 30 we were talking about earlier. I like what I'm seeing here on this one. I'm going to put a buy order in it. ACIC actually sounding really interesting. GMBL at 24.37. Strong move there. Oh yeah, Wild Boys, me too. I'm always kind of nervous about it. If I had a cat or something, I'd probably constantly live in fear of it walking on my keyboard and buying stocks. That was a really, really solid move on GMBL. ACIC had a bit of a sell-off here. Watching GMBL, overall good action on it, is a bit high. Thanks for that correction. How did that not have the right situation? I'm just kind of watching this one, trying to be calm. Thanks for that reminder. Yeah, I missed my fill literally by a few cents. It's always a bit of a stressful stressful place to be. Long there, 300 shares, GMBL. $400 shares long, GMBL. Flag setup. This one has sold off quite aggressively at the 9 EMA. So that's the only thing kind of worrying me here a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely having similar issues. Hell, the sell-off so far. I'm gonna take some profits here, if possible. I used the hotkey for that one. I don't like the fact that the bounce took so long. Could keep ripping. Great pullback overall. It should go back to 24. I didn't like... Every time I don't get quick resolution, I feel like it ends up being a red trade. So that's why I closed so quickly. It wasn't my original goal. But it ultimately is what happened. So I'm nervous it's going to flush. DYNT, guys, popping back up here. Had a higher low. That's a very good sign on DYNT, guys. Let's keep watching this one. It's had a lot of kind of pressure, and this could be a candidate for an upside move. I'm still watching GMBL. Yeah, Bren, that's really stressful sometimes. I've been there before. It's not like a very fun place. GMBL selling off. GMBL had the big sell-off that I was worried about, so I'm happy I managed that position. Long GMBL, small size. That was a great bounce there. I'm not sure if we're going to get much more follow through on that. I think we have another 30 seconds or so, and then maybe we're going to have a move over 23. That's kind of what I was thinking, but... Oh, wow, boom. There, yeah, okay, there's a move to 23. I sold really quickly. I'm selling so fast right now because I just don't trust this ticker. I don't like trading tickers that are, you know, over 10 bucks usually. I don't like trading mid caps. This isn't really a mid cap, but you know, it has a nice low float, but it's got me mad on edge. It's not a good day for me either. It's like a day I'm getting shaken out. It's a day I'm making 200, then giving it right back. So it's, I don't know. I honestly might wrap it up really, really soon. I was really looking forward to maybe trading DYNT, And this one looks like it has that potential for crawling to the upside. It also has some big potential for just flushing and disappearing. So it's, I would, why push it if you don't? Did everything just freeze? Am I frozen? TOS just froze for a good 5 seconds. I don't know if you guys saw that. 3 to 5 seconds. I got you, Lance. Yeah, I think with trading, you got to be disciplined. I mean, the grass is always greener on the other side. If it's, which category of stocks is it? Are you trading derivatives on stocks? Are you trading the spot? There's so many different things to do. Are you going to do futures? Are you I don't know. It's each thing requires specialization in my eyes to become profitable. So the more you jump around, it's good to jump around a little bit, see what else is out there, but too much is guaranteed losses in my eyes. I don't know. Okay, so TOS froze. That was weird. When TOS freezes, I feel like my whole brain freezes. I'm just like, what happened? It's very stressful. I'm not gonna lie, Ross, I'm a little jealous. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not jealous, but he did a really good job today. If he's really up so much on a market that I found extremely difficult today to trade, so good for him. I'm definitely gonna have to watch his playback, see what he was doing. Yesterday we were up 1,300, and then we gave back, and then all in one not all, but half in one trade. And then we ended the day up 600 something. Today, I was green pre-market, and then I was red pre-market, and then I was green again, and then I was back to break even when the stream started. I was up $70. Market opened, I made like 100, then I gave it back, then I made it, and then I gave it back, and now I'm up at 220. Based on what I'm seeing today in the market and based on my back and forthness today, I feel like my next trade, I'm going to give it all back. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here at 220. Is it a good idea? I don't know. Is it 10:30 and past my trading time? Yes. Is the market bad or not ideal for me personally? Yes. Is GMBL moving to the upside and looking extremely attractive here? Yes. So, there is definitely some temptations in the water. Volume is quite light on GMBL. Yeah, he was trading GME. Yeah. I mean, I would like to see how he was trading it. Good for him, though, man. That's awesome. Oh, dang, Wild Boys. That's quite the move. I don't even know if I would be able to do anything else if I don't know what percentage of his portfolio or his wealth that is, but let's say that's I don't know. Let's say that's over 80% of his wealth in Ethereum. That's hectic. I'm almost fully allocated after the big dip in crypto right now, and that's still under 15% of my overall wealth. So even if my crypto portfolio disappeared tomorrow, my whole wealth would only take a 15% dip. So no matter that, then when I look at crypto and look at my investments and my holdings and yada yada, it's very relaxed. I have very little emotional impulse. Besides, if my limit order doesn't get filled and then the price looks at it and bounces up 15%, yeah, that still, ticks me off. But at least, I don't wake up one day and, my overall wealth is up and down drastically. I think that would just give me freaking high blood pressure. Thanks, Wild Boys. Always putting things in perspective. I do appreciate that. GMBL, guys, looking kind of interesting. Volume is selling off, though, so be careful, guys. Descending volume here, not exactly what you want to be seeing if you're trying to get aggressive. KOS. Oh, look at GMBL. Oh my God, broke new highs there. Now I'm getting FOMO. Okay, KOSS being called out. I don't know. KOSS had just had 3 attempts to break over VWAP, and the last one was a proper failed breakout. Fake out, shake out. I don't know. It's not for me. Not for me at all. XRP. Oh boy. Calm down. Oh, that last move on GMBL had a lot of sellers in it, guys. Watch out. Reverse hammer candle. CBAT. CBAT is dangerous in my eyes. CBAT right now is potentially in a downwards trend with so many failed breakouts here. Be careful. There's clearly a lot of selling going on with CBAT. Look at here. Getting rejected here. Getting rejected here. Getting rejected here. I don't want to make it sound extra bad, but you know, you see, you know what I'm saying here. It's looking like it's a potential downwards trend, and the question is, are we going to have a retest here? So yeah, there's good 12% upside maybe, but I don't know. CBAT, I'm not looking into the company, but first article right here, they have a $5 million shelf offering, so they're going to be dumping more shares into the market. Great for investors. Just kidding. That's a joke. It's horrible for investors. I don't know. I would be careful. If I was like CBAT, looks potentially very dangerous. Short term, dangerous. Long term, I have no idea. So I don't know. Take what I say with a grain of salt. Obviously, if you've done your due diligence and fundamentals and technicals add up, go for it. But short term, very short term, there might be more potential for downside. This could be a dead cat bounce. There might be a little bit more sell-off here. Let's just say if it happened, I wouldn't be surprised. But then again, nothing really surprises me in this market. I feel like, you know, we see stuff all the time, and I'm just like, oh, it went up 600%. That's it. GMBL. GMBL had a lot of sell volume in this reverse hammer candle, guys. This is a big red flag right here. I would be very careful with it. Wow, boy says last pump for 1030. Yeah, that's exactly what I think just happened. DYNT being called out. This ticker is going to give me FOMO. I've been waiting for this move on DYNT all day. I'm not going to be trading it. I think there is a chance it might go over 2.5, but I also think there's a chance that it's going to redo what it just did over here in flush. So it's done. It's done for me. But if you guys, you know, are in a groove on it, if you're green on it, you know, keep milking it. Don't ever let me, you know, convince you otherwise. You guys trade your strategy. For me personally, I'd be breaking the rule of trading past 1030. I already feel like my next trade, I'm going to give back profits, so I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to throw in the towel. I'm going to throw in that towel real hard. All right, so trading here, we're up to 24. I kind of just gave that recap. Traded, you know, 5 tickers today. That's definitely more, like above average, I would say. Usually I'm trading like 3. Ideally, I want to be trading 1 or 2. I feel like if I'm trading over 5, it means I'm scatterbrained or there's just too much popping. It's hard to find the right one. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy in terms of. You know, trades lately, we've been trading quite a bit, 27, 8, 24, a little bit more. Swing trading. There's not a lot for me to say on the swing trades. ACIC was selling off. Had a nice little pop right here just now. I've been waiting to buy more on ACIC, and that's just the same situation across the board. I'm waiting to go long more size. So the more these tickers sell off, the more chances I will be buying. BFT Clove looking interesting as well. CLVR. We sold CLVR at 15, by the way. I'm not sure if that was announced yesterday. I sold it. I might have sold it right after the stream. GHVI, looking to buy that one back. Why don't I have an order on BFT? Hold on 1 second. Something doesn't sound right. Oh, because I'm already long BFT. Of course. But I'm not long enough. BFT, I'm long 151 times 1523. I'm long like $2,000, right? Yeah, 2.3. Put a limit order there for that. Take care, 426. All right, guys, don't forget to drop a like on the way out. Looks like we are all ending it kind of at the same time here, which is good. You know, today's not a day you want to push it. Nothing really too interesting going on anymore. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out. I appreciate all the support. And if you guys are interested, guys, that pinned link right above, you can get this bad boy right behind me, the Wall Street Tulip Bull. So, you guys, if you are curious on checking that out, just go click on that tradejournal.co/connect link. Right now, it's 10% off. Where is that? Yeah, right here, Tulip Mania Bull. So. Sweet. Let me know if you guys get it. I just got a picture of a friend who got it, and it's they were unpacking it. Maybe I could show you guys a picture. Let me see where that is. Oh, you know what? I just realized I'm not sharing my screen. I actually don't know how to copy. I don't know how I would get this image out of here. There we go. There's the bull from a friend. All right, guys, I'm out of here. So, like I said before, take care, and I will see you guys first thing tomorrow for the last trading day of the week. And then I'll see you guys Monday. So, ciao, guys.